Hey guys, David here and welcome to the Fit Pro Daily. This week is all about how to get set up online or how to transition online while you're in lockdown like we are right here. When we're talking about that, what we're going to focus on today is how to set up to go online so you can potentially transition those people back from online to face-to-face. But yesterday we started off with a guest interview where Tobias came on to share his experience on setting up a 9-step framework to becoming a full-time online trainer. If you want to go check that training out, make sure you click these links here to go and view that training. Or if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you do that by clicking that big red button below. That way you'll never miss any of the future trainings. Enough of me talking, let's dive straight into today's episode. Okay, let's get started. If you've been running ads previously, then you've probably put markers down for your gym, for your studio, for your boot camp of, let's say, 8 kilometers, because you know that's the distance people will travel to you to come to your services. Now you're trying to transition to an online program. What we need to do usually is just to bump it up just by an extra couple of kilometers. What that's going to do, that's going to increase your awareness, to increase your audience that you can reach out to. Plus, you're not going too far and too wide that those people that join your online program now can't come and join your fitness business. So let's say if your radius is set, you've dropped your pin at, let's say, 8 kilometers, then I'm definitely going to suggest bumping it up to maybe 10, maybe even 12 at the most to increase the number of people you're going to be tagged in. But then if you bring those people online, there's a good chance that you can transition those people back into your face-to-face business. Okay, now you've started considering the distances that you're going to be running your adverts to. You also need to know that running ads for online is completely different to running face-to-face adverts. With face-to-face adverts, you can put the ads up, click the name, email address, phone number, phone them up, invite them down, and you're going to speak to them face-to-face. But when it comes to online, there's that barrier of them being in one place, you being in a completely different place, so it's going to be much harder for them to build up enough trust to buy from you instantly. So what we do in this situation is you start giving away something for free. That could be a 5-day free course, that could be a free ebook, just something small that's going to get them to, first of all, engage or get started with your fitness business. So we would suggest putting out a free ebook, free lead magnets that people can download. They get on your email list. But what we'll do in step 3 is by retargeting them, then you've started to build up a pool of potential leads that you're going to then fine tune, condense it down into the people who are most likely to want to buy from you. Okay, so in step 3, let's say you did run a free 7-day meal plan to anybody over the age of 30 in your second step, where you're just giving this away a free ebook. In step 3, what we want to do now is retarget every single person that downloaded that free ebook, either with some sort of webinar or some sort of video views, free course or something. So you're only showing this higher quality, better quality content to people who've already shown interest by downloading that free ebook. That means that people coming in to this next step are not cold leads, they're people who've interacted or engaged with your business by downloading that book. It could be as simple as anybody that downloaded that ebook, anybody that's been onto your website, anybody that's engaged with your Facebook page, anybody that's triggered any of your Facebook pixels, now get retargeted with this free webinar that you're running, this video views, maybe a load of testimonials that you're running, or a 5-day free challenge or some sort of free challenge. That way then you bring in nice warm leads into the second stage. Now in this last stage, this is where we properly go for it. Okay, so we're at step number 4 now, and these leads are going to be relatively warm. First of all, they've gone from cold, have no idea who you are, to then downloading your free ebook, so they're on your email list and they've had maybe a little glance at this guy. They probably won't have read it fully, but then you've retargeted those people to come and watch a webinar, watch some video success stories, maybe do your free 5-day challenge that you've got going on. So now they've gone from cold to a little bit warm to actually know who you are. They've learned a little bit about you. What we do in step 4 now is we retarget those people from step 3 with an opportunity to come and purchase from you. That could be to fill an application form in, give their name, email address and phone number, maybe even send them straight to a sales page depending on how much value and trust you have on that sales page too. So this step 4 would be your final step into convincing that really cold lead from a couple of days ago who've downloaded your ebook, who've now watched your videos, to then come and purchase from you. Yes, I know the whole process is much more long-winded than face-to-face, but on face-to-face you can sit right in front of them, you're here, they're there, you're having a chat, you can see what they're talking about, you see how they feel, see their emotions, and you can sell to them the way that you want to sell. Whereas when you're speaking to somebody on a completely different side of the country, they're in a couple of streets away from you, they're not even close to you, the trust isn't there, it's much harder to do. That's why we would put these processes or these steps in place before you even try and sell to them. So go back through the videos, look at 1, 2, 3, and now at step 4, and this is where we want to sell. There's one more step to go, and let's dive into that. Okay, welcome to step number 5. I'm thinking about it now, maybe this should have come after step 1, because in step 1 we looked at increasing that audience size. When it actually comes to the ad set of your adverts, we really need to be careful that we're not going overkill and choosing too much of what our audience is going to be like. Unless you're super niche, then you want to generally keep your audience wide at the beginning stage, because if you narrow it down too much, that nobody will be downloading that free ebook in your first stage. Remember that ebook is the initial stage to get started on this journey to becoming a client. Once you download the ebook, we are retargeting those people to do step 2, which is watch some videos, and step 3, which is to purchase. So when it comes to your ad set and you're choosing the type of things that you want to target your clients with, or target potential leads with, start off with gender, age, location to begin. Unless you're super niche and you work with parents only, then maybe you could select parents. Or if you're being super specific and you only want to work with gardeners, then you would select people are interested in the profession gardening or something like that. But I would suggest to start off with, when we're doing the ebook side, the most basic advert to get them started on this journey, that we keep our audience nice and wide, so you're only targeting a gender, a location, and an age. That way then you're giving the opportunity to everybody to come in through that first stage, and then you're removing the people that you don't want to come into the second stage, and you're chopping down those people to come on to people that want to buy, and that way then you're only purchasing, or you're not only selling to super warm prospects. Okay, so there you go. Those are the 5 steps I would suggest if you are trying to transition online while keeping your fitness business going, so you can transition those people back from an online into face-to-face stuff. Online ads are way harder than face-to-face ads, simply because of that trust and knowledge. It's way harder to sell to somebody over the phone than over the internet if they barely know anything about you. That's why we have to put these steps or these processes in place to take a lead from a cold lead who knows nothing about you, to warm them up gradually before you finally make that sales attempt on them. And when it comes to sales attempt, it could be phone, it could be a Zoom calls, it can be webinars, it can be anything you want, but you only want to be bringing people onto this stage once they know enough about you and they've built up enough trust that they're ready to buy. There's no point running cold traffic to people who know nothing about you, because they're never going to buy from you. So please go back, watch this video again, write some notes, run your adverts just like this, and you will become so much more successful when it comes to Facebook ads to an online audience. If you want to go back and check out Tobias Young's interview yesterday, where he gave you the 9 steps to how he would set an online program up, then definitely check out these videos just here. Or if you haven't subscribed to their channel just yet either, make sure you do that by clicking that big red button below. That way you'll never miss any future episodes when it comes to lead generation, Facebook, social media, or anything that's going to help grow your fitness business. I'll speak to you all very soon. Cheers.